Many women are carrying their own emotional burdens and may not have the capacity to take on someone else's own, like a man, like their own man. They don't have the capacity for it. Welcome back again to another YouTube video. My name is IK. If you're new, welcome to the channel. In this particular video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 reasons women do not care about men's emotional pain. So keep in mind, when we say women, we're actually talking about the average woman out there. There's this misconception that women often have. When you say women, they tend to personalize it and then say to themselves, I care about my boyfriend's emotional pain. Well, you might, but the average woman out there doesn't. We're talking about average. When we use the term men, women, people need to realize that that's an averaging of that segment of group of people. The average woman out there doesn't really care about your emotional pain and whatever it is that you're going through emotionally. They don't. And these are the reasons that they do not. Coming up. Number 1 is that women value actions over words. Many women have been conditioned to look at what men do, not what they feel. If a man is in pain and still functioning or doing every other thing, it might not register or be recognized to that woman that, hey, this guy is going through something. She's not gonna, realize that, because there's this conditioning that has occurred with the dynamics of man and woman, that men are supposed to just show strength and be stoic all the time, even when they could be going through the worst of things. Women would generally not care because they associate you with, they want to at least associate you with strength and resilience. So when you begin to display, a little bit of emotional setback and all that, it tends to turn them off a bit. I'm not telling you not to display these emotions. You can. You absolutely should, because you are human. Okay? But I'm giving you the reasons that the women don't even care. You've probably been in that situation and you would want or expect that your partner understands, but she can't relate, bro. Like many of them can't really relate to it. The average woman out there cannot really relate to your emotional distress. The second reason women do not care is the hypergamy and survivor instincts in them. This is found all over the dynamics of male, female, even with animals, even with species. Okay, a man is associated with leadership, and once you begin to display those weak traits, she would begin to subconsciously even question your ability to lead and your ability to function and direct that relationship. Okay, this is just female hypergamy. They want to be with the best of men. The man who is confident, the man who knows he's got it together, the man who displays strength and all that. It's just female hypergamy and their survivor instincts. They are not going to run towards somebody who, is weak, because emotional display is subconsciously associated to them with weakness. You must be aware of this. I'm not saying once again that you can't be vulnerable. That's not what I'm saying. I'm only bringing to you the reasons you are unable to feel understood by your partner in your weak moments. The third reason is society and the strong man approach. Man's got to be strong. This is pressure from society as well. Society has made it seem. I grew up seeing my father, bro. Like, my father never at any point could, could display any sort of weakness. Otherwise, it could be seen as, he's questioned as his inability to lead. I used to think he did this on his own. I mean, a large percentage of it was him and his pride. But, thinking back now and looking more into this situation, I realized that this was actually pressure from society. This was how they grew up. This was the nature of things back then. And being one of the few people who got exposed at his time, he had to display strength and be strong all the time for other people, without people ever realizing that, hey, this person is human. They have their own weaknesses as well. Okay, there is a societal expectation that a man has to be strong. He has to be resilient. He has to be tough. And this pressure is what's creating this inability for many women to actually relate and understand their man's emotional weakness or pain. Another reason women do not care about a man's emotional pain is because she could also be fighting her own battles. Bro, I don't remember a time that I didn't have a woman in my life who was not going through something of her own. And women are known to often magnify even the littlest of things. They are always going through something. If it's not something serious like work related, it could be something as trivial and as mundane as friendship banter and complaining. Oh, this my friend went behind the scene and was saying this thing about me and telling her. There's always something that they are going through. Many women are carrying their own emotional burdens and may not have the capacity to take on someone else's own, like a man, like their own man. They don't have the capacity for it. They're going through their own stuff, bro. Like there's always something that they are going through that is consuming their mind, that is consuming their thoughts, that they don't even see. Have you ever been in that situation? You can tell that, hey, what I'm going through right now is obvious, but your partner doesn't see it. She can't see it, bro. She can't relate to it because she's consumed by the thought of her own worries and her own problems. There's always something going on with them, so they don't have that room to relate to yours. You have to understand this as a man. I'm telling you, that's why you see a lot of men who start engaging in affairs are often men who are understood by other women emotionally. You see a man is going through a lot of tough times at work or with his finances. He comes home, his wife is still expecting him to do this, do that, provide, take care of the family, give her money, pay the bills. She still expects him to do all those things. But then he goes to work and you see this secretary that's just like nurturing and taking care of him, who understands what's going on in the business. And he's telling him, don't worry, it's fine. Trying to massage him, relax, let him relax. That's how it starts. And men fall for that side of a woman who understands their pain because they know that they are supposed to live up to a certain expectation. They know they are supposed to live up to that standard. So when a woman comes into their life and is able to relate with their pain, with what they are going through, man, it's like a burden lifted off them. It's like half of their problem solved. It's like they are marveled at the fact that this woman was able to understand me. How is she able to understand, relate? Because I don't expect women to understand. I don't expect them to relate to the fact that I'm going through this. But somehow that girl just managed to understand. This is something that a lot of men just value and love. Instantly, their nature would begin to fall or get some sort of attraction towards that person, towards that woman. The last reason I'm going to mention here is that she could actually be testing you. There are a lot of women who are like this, so toxic to the point that they can be testing your emotional resilience. Yeah, they do it intentionally, picking fight with you, or they find things that could possibly trigger you and see how you react to it. See if it pains you. Even if you're going through your own thing, she could turn a blind eye to it willfully, and maybe in her mind, you deserve it, or he deserves it anyway. I don't really care. I warned him about this and he went into it. Fair. So these are some reasons, many reasons that women are unable to relate to emotional pain. Guys, I went through this video pretty quick in order to bring these points to you. I would love you. I know there might be so many more points. I would love for you to comment, put it in the comment sections, the many reasons that women are unable to relate to men's emotional pain. You might have just experienced that. You might have gone through that, or you're going through something like that. It's okay. Go ahead, put it in the comment section. There are a few more that I may not have mentioned. Thank you for watching the video. I appreciate you. Thank you for passing by. And I hope you like the video. Hope you subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy.